All right, I'm going to demonstrate how to do a few things at once here. I'm going to drag me here. Let's go in top view. I'm going to move pretty quick because I've got that 10-minute limit. And just pause as much as you need to. We're going to use a line command. We haven't used the line feature. We've been using the rectangle feature this whole time. So when you draw these lines, you want to make sure they're staying horizontal and they're staying vertical. That way we just get nice 90-degree angles for this block, this L-shaped block that we're going to build. And I'm going to hit S on my keyboard to bring up this mini toolbar and dimension. Click that dimension button, and I'm going to go ahead and dimension this L shape out to following dimensions. I'm recording myself. I'm not just talking to myself. Awesome. Now notice how we wouldn't need this dimension or this dimension here, because by defining these parameters, we've constrained these two lines have to be this, especially because we said it had to be 90 degrees. So I could add a dimension here, but OnShape's not going to like that. It's actually going to call you out and say, you don't need that dimension. You're just confusing me more than helping me. So get that out of there. Again, that red circle just pops up. That's part of this video recording software. Anyways, let's go ahead and extrude this. We're going to extrude it. 1 inch works for me. And now we have this L-shaped block. You could say it's part of a kid's building block set. Next thing I want to do is I want to drill a hole through this block. So every face of every part you make is, in a way, its own plane. You guys know planes is front, top, and right. But you can also say that this is a plane. There's nothing stopping you from treating that face of that block as a plane that could stretch just like the front, top, right plane into infinity. You can do a sketch on any face, whether it's the front face, back face, top face, bottom face. We're going to do a sketch right there on this top face so that we can drill that hole. So we're going to sketch a circle on that top face. So sketch plane is the face of extrude 1. And I'm just going to select my circle button. I'm going to draw a circle in that corner. All right, now I'm going to dimension this circle out. I'm in the way again. So the circle's got a diameter of 0.3. And I'm going to locate it a 1/4 inch from both edges. Again, I'm going to select the middle of the circle, the edge of the block. I'm going to make this say 0.25. And I'm going to select the middle of the circle and the edge of the block and select or enter 0.25. All right, fully defined, ready to go. We're going to extrude it. Now, in the former video, we can again, extruding, you can add or subtract. So it's not just for growing a part, but you can also remove material. So in a way, you could think of this operation, this extrude operation, and removing as the actual drill bit removing the wood. So it's going to ask what I want to extrude. It's got the circle selected, so I know that's good. I'm going to rotate it just a little bit so I can see what it's trying to do. And what it's trying to do is add material, pretty much make this pin come out. We don't want that. Again, we want it to subtract the material, so I'm going to select remove. Okay, by default, it'll try and flip it and subtract the material from the block. So remember that the difference between a blind hole and a through hole is a blind hole will stop partway through a part. Now, for this children's set, let's say I want this to be a through hole no matter how big I make this block, whether I scale it up, scale it down, whether I make it 3 inches deep or the 1 inch deep that we currently have it. I want it to always have a hole go through it